Welcome once again to The Wheel. My name's still Adam, this is still The Real Wheel. Without any further ado, let us get a timer on the way, 45 minutes. Spinning from 31. So I told a little white lie in the last session, didn't I? I said we'd have half an hour. I'm cutting it fine, but I'm giving us 45 more minutes together. This is going to be the final session of the day. And let's see where our first result is. We're in Ocho, number 8. 8, black even low, middle column first dozen, TS section. Eight making its 9th appearance of the day now. And the next result is 32, red even high, third dozen, middle column, part of the voisin section of the wheel. Moving on from 32 to our next result, 32 is on its 4th appearance of the day. 35 seems to be liking following 32 at the moment. Will that be the pattern this time though? Who knows? It is not, as we go into 27, my favourite number. Hadn't been seen in 93 spins, but it's out again. 27, red on high, third column, third dozen, TS section of the wheel. 27, now on its 7th appearance of the day. It's part of that middle 17. Not so hot, but not so cold. They're the average numbers, sort of the benchmark numbers. As we go into number 12. 12, red even low, first dozen, third column, voisin section of the wheel for red number 12. 12, another number that's doing relatively well for itself. 8th appearance of the day for number 12, 10th hottest now. And a number that's not doing very well at all is red number 1, first column, first dozen, red odd low. Orphanland section of the wheel, third time out for red number 1 in 242 spins. So red 1 warmed up a little bit. That means our distinct coldest numbers are still 25 and 28, and they've got 2 spins to catch up to the other cold numbers now. They're on 1 spin apiece, 35, 11, 3 and 1 on 3 spins apiece. Sweet 16 is the next result, in the middle column in the first dozen. No, the other way around, the middle dozen, first column. Red even low, in the TS section of the wheel. We had the repeater of 16, that fell off the edge of the marquee. And now we've just got the single 16 back on the marquee. 16 now joint hottest with 36 and 21 and 30. The big green 0 now lagging behind a little bit. As we go into 34, 3-4. Third dozen, first column, red even high, Orphaland section of the wheel. The only high red Orphaland, number 34. To be fair, there are only 3 high Orphalands in the first place, 20 and 31 being the other 2. And we're in 14, another Orphaland number, this time red even low. In the middle column, in the middle dozen, part of the Orphaland section. That's 7 red numbers back to back. Are we going to make it 8? Red definitely been dominating today. There is a 10.2% gulf between red and black. And red 27 is the next result. Third column, third dozen, red odd high, TS section of the wheel. So that's now 8 red numbers back to back. You can see that big chain on the marquee. Still plenty more numbers to fill it up before we get a full marquee, which the chances are we won't get. As we break it with 28. 28, black even high, second appearance of the day. First column, third dozen. The voisin section of the wheel. So 25, our coldest distinctly and our quietest number now. 170 spins since we last saw 25, and it's only on one spin. And we're in 15 black. 15 black even low. Black odd low rather. Third column, middle dozen. Voisin section of the wheel. 15 on its 9th appearance of the day now, warming up. 19, 15, 23, 8, 34, and maybe some others that aren't on my list are on 9 spins apiece. $30, 3-0. Third dozen, third column, red even high, TS section of the wheel for 30. 30 fell off the edge of the marquee a few spins ago, and it's back on the marquee, making its 11th appearance of the day. Joint hottest with 36, 16 and 21, all red numbers that are hot. $32, middle column, third dozen, red even high, in the Voisin section. Our hottest black number is 15, and that's on 9 spins. Our hottest red number, 30, on 12 spins. So I read those stats before 30 became... I see what I did, I read before it refreshed. Sometimes happens. This is spin 251. So 30 on 12 spins is our hottest number. 19 the next result. 19 red odd high, third nothing because it's middle column. Middle dozen first column, goodness me. I've been doing this for well over 2 hours now. I think this will make it the... I'm in my 2 hours 7 minutes at the moment. Most roulette I've done in a day in a very long time. Number 6, black even low, third column first dozen, Orphaland section of the wheel. 6 drops off the marquee a couple of spins ago and it's back on the front of the marquee now. And it's on its 7th appearance of the day. Number 2 is the next result, middle column first dozen, black even low in the Voisin section of the wheel. Next also our cold number 25, but not quite close enough. 2 is on its 6th appearance of the day, one of those middling numbers. It's out of the cold section, out of the hot section. $13 on its 6th appearance of the day. It's black, it's odd, it's low, first column, middle dozen, TS section of the wheel. Next result on the way. Had a repetition of 13 for the first time a couple of days ago, or the first time in a very long time. The Enigma number 23 is in middle column, middle dozen, red odd high, TS section of the wheel. Next result on the way. 10th time out for 23. Joint 5th hottest with 19 and 0. 16, 36 and 21 second hottest joints respectively. 30 in the lead on 12 spins now. 16 joining the 12 spin club, joint hottest with 30. Red and even, a low number in the first column in the second dozen and part of the TS section of the wheel. Once on the very far side of the marquee and once on the front of the marquee. Not quite bookending, but almost. What's our spin number 257 going to be? We'll find out together. Always nice to do it twice, nothing sweeter than a repeater. Bookending the marquee, sweet 16. First column, middle dozen. Red even and low in the TS section of the wheel, twice back to back and bookending the marquee. My birthday number, hottest number now, 13 spins for sweet 16. $26 is the next result, black and even, a low number, middle column, high number, middle column, third dozen. Voisin section of the wheel. Don't know why 26 is giving me such jip today. 9 times out, and I think I've confirmed it correctly twice in that time. Not good form by me there. Spin difference now 12 between hottest and coldest. 6 black, sticking with the finales of 6. 6 black and even, a low number. Third column. First dozen. Orphaland section of the wheel. And now on its 8th appearance of the day. Well done, 6, you're warming up. I say that, you're twice on the marquee actually, yeah, warming up. 24. Third column middle dozen. Black even high. TS section of the wheel. $25, rapidly approaching the 200 club, 183 spins since we last saw it. 20's the next result, 2-0, middle column, middle dozen, black even high. Orphaland section of the wheel. Seen all 3 sections in the last 4 spins, all 4 have been black and even, last 6 spins have all been even. And a red odd low number is red number 7. First column, first dozen, red odd low. White end section of the wheel. Seven, another one of those middling numbers. 7th appearance of the day. 3 numbers in the 100 club right now. 3, 29 and 25. All in the Voisin, I'll have you know. And double carpet in the TS section of the wheel. Third column, third dozen, black odd and high. That was 33, the last result. 33 now off the cold numbers list. It was one of the last numbers we were looking for. But it's now on 6 appearances, doing very well. Red one, next door to 33. 4th time out for red one. First column, first dozen, red odd low in the Orphaland section of the wheel. One of the boundary numbers, 33 and 1 next to each other in different sections. If you play the neighbours of 17, you cover 25, 17. Neighbours of 34, I beg your pardon. 25, 17, 34, 6 and 27. The only neighbour bet that covers 3 French sections. You've got 25 in the Voisin, 27 in the TS, 17, 34 and 6 in the Orphaland. Middle of the Orphaland is number 14 on the other side. It is a red even low number. Middle column, middle dozen. Orphaland section of the wheel. So if you play neighbours of 14, you cover all 5 of the Orphaland numbers. You don't cover any of the Orphan numbers. They're the opposite side with 17, 34 and 6. But 120, 14, 31 and 9 Orphaland numbers. 5 chips, 5 straight ups, you cover them all. And this time we're in 18 red even, low number, third column, middle dozen, Voisin section of the wheel. 18 consistently coming out every 20 or so spins at the moment. And that result, 15. 15, black and odd, low number, third column, middle dozen, Voisin section of the wheel. 190 spins since we last saw 25, 152 since we last saw 29, 145 since we last saw 3, 85 since we last saw 22, and 81 since we last saw Sabotage 17. And we're in number 10. 10 hadn't been out in 53 spins, but it's out now. In the first column, first dozen, black even low in the TS section of the wheel. First column, first dozen, doing relatively well on the marquee, 3 times in recent memory. And your next result is 26, middle column, third dozen. Black even high in the voisin section of the wheel. Called it right. 26, technically the king of the voisin. There are the same number of numbers to the left and the right of 26 in the voisin. Same with the 0 spiel. So really it should be le voisin du 26. 0 stealing its limelight. 28, third time out for 28. Third dozen first column. It's black, it's even, and it's high. 29 was very hot earlier on. It's been stuck on 7 spins though for 155 spins. So it's not been out in over half the spins we've had. Same can be said for 3 and 25. 12 the next result. Next door to 28. Red and even, a low number, third column, first dozen, part of the voisin section of the wheel. 3 voisin back to back, 4 in the last 5 spins, and 5 in the last 6 spins. Then we had a bit of a gap of voisins after that. 16 still the hottest number, 13 spins, 30 in second place on 12 spins. Number 4 coming out consistently, but never seeming to be on the marquee twice. Black and even, a low number, first column, first dozen, in the voisin section of the wheel. So 4 was last out, spin 269, 259, I beg your pardon. Is that right? I can't see 4 on that marquee. I'm looking at 6, that's why. Never mind. 20, 20, middle column, middle dozen, black even high, all for land section of the wheel. 20 now on its 8th appearance of the day. The next number on 9 spins to get onto 10 spins will mean we have 10 numbers all on 10 spins or more. And does that honour go to legs 11? No, it doesn't, because 11's only on its 4th spin. Legs 11, middle column, first dozen, black odd low. In the TR section of the wheel for legs 11. Clunk. And 19's the next result. 19, red and odd, a high number, first column, middle dozen. Voisin section of the wheel. $26 is the next result. Middle column, third dozen, black even high. Voisin section of the wheel, called it twice, called it right the last 2 times it's been out. It was last out 7-8 spins ago, and then 19 spins before that. It's bookending my big marquee of 19 numbers. But you've got 7 on the end of your marquee instead. Number 2's the next result. Black and even, a low number in the middle column in the first dozen, part of the voisin section of the wheel. 7 times out for number 2. Not so hot, not so cold. Coldest is 25. 200 spins since it's been out, and only been out the once. It was out spin 77 and then nothing since. Number 28. Was joint coldest with 25 a while ago, but now it's out again, black and even. A high number, first column, third dozen, voisin section 6. 6th coldest, 4th time out. So if 35 and 3 come out, then 25 has a 3 spin deficit. 3 not been seen in 156 spins, 35 88 spins. 12's the next result. 12, red and even, low number. Third column, first dozen. Voisin section of the wheel. On its 10th appearance. So now we have 12, 0, 15 and 23 on 10 spins. 26, 21, 36 and 19 on 11 spins. 30 on 12 spins, and our hot number is 16 on 13 spins. Talking of 13, it's out. 13, first column, middle dozen. Black odd and low in the TS section of the wheel. "13 was last out 26 spins ago. Reverse 13 and you get 31. 31, black and odd. High number. Third dozen, first column. TS section of the wheel. 22 about to join the 100 club. If 22 doesn't come in this spin, we have 22 joining the 100 club. Number 5 is the next result. Middle column, first dozen, red odd low, TS section of the wheel. So, 22, 100 spins since we last saw it. 160 spins since we last saw 3. 167 spins since we last saw 29. 205 spins since we last saw 25. Big Green Zero has not been out in 70 spins. 35, not been out in 90 spins. 17, 96 spins. 25 had to come out eventually again. Second time out for 25. 205 spins between them. First column, third dozen. Red odd high in the Voisin section of the wheel. And it's still absolute coldest. Still just 2 spins for it. Next coldest is 35 on 3 spins, joint with 3. So even though it's come out, it's still the coldest of the cold. 32 is the next result. 32, red and even, a high number, third dozen, middle column. Voisin section of the wheel. And your next result is legs 11. Fifth time out for legs 11. Middle column, first dozen. Red, odd and low in the TS section of the wheel. Little trick I learned is if you're not sure what column something's in, try and divide the final number by 3 and then add the left number to it. So I'll show you after this spin. I can't with this one, it's red number 1. First column, first dozen, red odd low, Orphaland section of the wheel. So when we next get a double digit number, 1 by the way on 5 spins, when we next get a double digit number we'll try it. So we figure out the column of the units digit. So 30 for instance, the units digit is 0, and then 30 is in the 3, so third column for 30. Third column, third dozen, red even high in the TS section. We'll try it again with another number, shall we? $27 is the next result. In the third column, third dozen, red even, red odd high, TS section of the wheel. Just sort of an easier way. Add the numbers together, and then that number in the first column will be, or that number that you add together, find the column out for that. So 27 for instance, 2 and 7 is 9, 9's in the third column, 27's in the third column. 36, third column, third dozen, red even high, TS section of the wheel. So again, 3 and 6 together is 9, 9's in the third column, 36 is in the third column. Let's use 32 as an example. 3 and 2 together is 5, 5's in the middle column. 25, 2 and 5 together is 7, 7's in the first column. So number 2, second column. A black even low number. First dozen. part of the voisin section of the wheel. Apologies, that wheel's far too quick. I always seem to do one a session. Get your hard hats at the ready. This one could go a-flying. Managed to stay in and into number 19 red. Let's slow the wheel down as we say that 19 is red, it's odd, it's high. And if we add those together we get 10. 1 and 9 is 10. So no, it's in the first column, in the second dozen, and part of, you guessed it, it's part of the voisin section of the wheel. Number 9, third column, first dozen, red odd low, Orphaland section of the wheel. $30, by the way, has joined 16 on 13 spins. Didn't notice that when it came out. Was too busy faffing with the columns. $20's the next result. Middle column in the middle dozen. Black and even, high number in the TR section. TR? Orphaland section of the wheel. My sight had scoped in on number 11 on my list there, and TR was directly in front of my eye line. But 20 is definitely an Orphaland number. 27, however, is a TR number, my favourite number, third column, third dozen, red, odd. Well, that just wasn't even close to a spin, was it? Apologies, that was a no spin. Put the ball in 27. Fetch the other ball. And let's respin. Apologies for that. Sometimes happens. The ball landed just there. I've got the ball in my hand ready to put it in the turret. 2 no spins today. Atrocious. Huge and Rouge, 36. 36 red, even high, third column, third dozen. TR section of the wheel. That ball goes in there. And let's spin from 36. Left-handed spin. Very rare I do left-handed spins. 36, by the way, on its 13th appearance of the day. Joint hottest with 30 and 16. Those TR numbers, very, very hot, it seems. 12's the next result. 12 in the third column in the first dozen. It's red, it's even, it's low, and it's in the voisin. Tell you what, let's try a left-handed spin this way. There we go, look at that. Amazing, ambidextrous spins. 12 continuing true to form, by the way. Out twice in 20-ish spins or so. Never on the marquee twice in recent times. Number of love, 14. Middle column, middle dozen, red even low. In the Orphaland section of the wheel. Confirmed. I'm not going to continue doing left-handed spins. I am actually left-handed. But I don't like spinning left-handed. Never quite get the feel for it. Which number is going to be the absolute hottest at the end? Or are we going to have joint hottest? Big Green Zero's out again after 85 spins. Zero now on its 11th spin of the day. Not in any of the outside chances, columns or dozens, but it is in the voisin section of the wheel. Waiting for the next result. Only 16 minutes left of roulette with me today. But dry your eyes, I shall be back in the morrow. Or maybe you're celebrating. 2.5 hours too much, or 2 3/4 hours too much after the end of this. 27, my favourite number, out again. Third column, third dozen, red odd high. TR section of the wheel. Twice in recent memory. Of course, we have no streaks at the moment because the zero breaks the chains. The only chain it continues is the voisin, but 14's an orphalan, so there was no chain to begin with. Let's see where we land next. We land in 28. 28, a very cold number, but it's in again. So well done, 28. In the third dozen in the first column. It's a black even high number in the Voisin section of the wheel. 5 times out now for 28. It was joint coldest with 25 at one point, but 25's only gained 1 spin in that time. 28 has gained 4 spins. Got to be very careful saying 4 spins. Number 3. Hadn't been out in 178 spins, but it's out again. 3 on its 4th appearance of the day. Third column, first dozen. Red odd low, Voisin section. And your next result is 27. My personal favourite, out for the 12th time. Third column, third dozen. Red odd high, TR section. Bookending the marquee, and 4 times in the last 15 spins, red 27. So while it's not repeated, it's warmed up very nicely. It's only 1 spot off the hot spot now. Double carpet, 33. Other edge of the tiare, third column, third dozen. Black odd high. Next result on the way. We're coming to the final throws, not thongs, not throngs. Final throws of today's session. And by that I don't mean throwing the ball. Final few spins. We're in the home straight, I think is what we call it, isn't it? As we go into 21 roulette. 21 red odd high, third column for second dozen, part of the Voisin. My brain's switching off now. I can see I've only got 12.5 minutes or so left, so it's been a marathon today. But it's been fun. It's always fun here, spinning the wheel. Number 3, carpet. Third column, first dozen. Red nod. Low number in the Voisin. Carpet now on its 5th appearance of the day. Warmed up. I mean, it's still 5th coldest, but it's warmer. If 35 comes in, then 25's got a 2-spin deficit again. Instead, we're in 29, 190 spins in between those. 29, a black and odd number in the third, 29, black and odd, a high number in the third dozen, middle column. Part of the Voisin. Still not used to this wheel. We're over 300 spins in and I'm still not used to it. Because TCS is sort of a delicate wheel to handle. This you've got to give some welly to. Seven, next door to 29. In the Voisin section of the wheel. First column, first dozen, red odd low. Quietest number now is Casablanca, 22. 125 spins since we last saw it, so we've still got 3 numbers in the 100 club. 3,517 spins. 1,721 spins, and then 2,225 spins. Huge and Rouge, 36. I believe that's now the hot number on 14 spins. Third column, third dozen. Red even high. TR section 14 times out for red 36. So Huge and Rouge doing very, very well for itself today. I'm proud of it. I feel the Huge and Rouge doesn't get enough love. It's nobody's birthday, so it's very few people's favourite number. Number 2 is the next result, middle column first dozen, or black even low in the voisin section of the wheel. Two now on its 9th appearance of the day, middle of the road number. Still no runaway leader today. Sometimes we get a runaway that's 5 spins ahead of the rest, sometimes we don't. 29, hadn't been seen in ages and now twice in a few spins. Middle column third dozen for 29, black and odd, high number, voisin section. 27 seems to be cooling down. It's now only twice on the marquee instead of 4 times. But we never know, it could warm up again. 24's the next result. Third column middle dozen, black and even, high number in the tiare. Huge and Rouge, the number 36. Distinctly hot now, on its 15th appearance. It's a red even high number. Third column third dozen, tiare section. 15 times out for the Huge and Rouge. Fifteen's the next result. In the third column in the second dozen. It's black and odd, and it's in the voisin section of the wheel. And Alan has just commented on one of my Today videos. Thank you so much for your comment. Yes, it does look a little bit like Jackpot 24/7. Shh, don't tell anyone. Yeah, I'm not very good at designing things by myself, so I thought make it look like something familiar. As we go into 28 in the first column in the third dozen, black and even a high number in the voisin section. And your next result is about to happen now. Number of Love, 14, middle column, middle dozen, red even low in the Orphaland section of the wheel. Number of Love came out spin 297, 19 spins ago, in between the two 14s. 17 spins in between, of course, 18 spins ago, I guess. And we're rimming into 35. 35, black and odd, a high number. Third dozen, middle column. In the voisin section. That means that 25 now has to get 2 spins to become even joint coldest. Because at the moment, it's definitely coldest. 30, 30, third dozen, third column. Red even high number in the tiare. Just a few more spins left now. 6 minutes of spins left. That's about 10 to 12 spins. Maybe a few more, maybe a few fewer. Depends on how hard the ball goes round. .31's the next result. 31 in the Orphaland section of the wheel. Third dozen. First column. Black, odd and high. Next result on the way. I wonder what it's going to be next. As I always say, I've got just as much an idea as you do. I just spin the ball. 25, warming up a little bit. Still the absolute coldest. It's in the first column, in the third dozen. Red odd high, voisin section, 3 times out now for 25. 35 is the next callest number on 4 spins. Then we've got 10, 11, 3 and 1 all on 5 spins apiece. Hot numbers, we have 19, 27 and 21 on 12 spins, 16 on 13 spins, 30 on 14 spins and 36 on 15 spins. As we go into 35 black odd high, middle column, third dozen, Wazan section of the wheel. Meaning 25's now got a 2 spin deficit again. 5 times out for 35, it's joining those 5 spin club numbers. Got 2 numbers in the 100 club at the moment. 134 spins since we saw 17, 138 spins since we saw 22. Number 10's the next results. 10, black and even. Low number, first column, first dozen, TR section of the wheel. 53 spins since we last saw black 10, but it's out again. Only about 5 minutes of spins. Well, probably even shorter than that, really. My timer's disappeared off screen, so I'm trying to judge by spin numbers. Number 35 is the next result. 35 in, out, and then again, hokey cokey repeater. Third dozen middle column, black odd high, in the Voisin section of the wheel. Now on 6 spins, it's jumped up to 5th coldest, along with 22 and 32. 22 is your quietest number, 140 spins. 136 spins now for number 17. And that is black 29. Confirmed. Middle column, third dozen. It's black, it's odd, it's high in the Voisin section of the wheel in the golden corner. 29 went very quiet. It's warmed up a little bit though recently. Just a couple of times there on the marquee. Probably about 3 minutes or so left of spin action. Number 8, the Snowman, middle column, first dozen, black even low, TS section. Chain of black numbers happening at the moment. 5 in a row, 35 twice in that chain of black numbers. Middle column most popular in that chain as well. Huge and Rouge, 36. Just got even hotter. 16 times out for 36. Red and even. High number. Third column, third dozen. Voisin section of the wheel. At the end of this session, I will do the stats. And then we'll call it a day. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun today. A lot of rimmy numbers. Legs 11 is the next result. Middle column first dozen, black odd low, in the TR section of the wheel. $32. 32 red, 32 even, 32 high. Middle column third dozen, part of the Voisin section. Big Green Zero out for the first time in a little while. Not in any of the outside chances, columns or dozens, but it is in the Voisin section of the wheel. I'm going to call this the penultimate spin, he says with some welly in his spin. So this is the penultimate spin. We've got one more after this, then I'll go through the stats, and then I shall leave you for a little while. Well, until tomorrow, after morning-ish. Call it early lunch or late breakfast, something like that. I'll start my first recording. $19's the next result. 19, a red odd high. First column, middle dozen. Part of the Voisin. Final spin. final spin for today. I'm not going to be spinning a wheel again today, because I will leave it in the last number, and the wheel is going clockwise. Need to remember that. And we're finishing on black 29, confirmed. Middle column third dozen, black odd and high in the Voisin section. 29 is on its 11th appearance of the day. So that's it, we've done 330 spins today. A lot of spin action has been going on, and what has been happening in those spins? Well, I can tell you that our hot numbers are, from 5th place, we've got 27, 21 and 0, all on 12 spins. We've got 16 and 19 both on 13 spins. 30, 30 is on 14 spins. And our distinctly hot number is 36 on 16 spins. Our cold numbers, we've got 22, 35, 5, 6, not 6. I'll start that again. 22, 35, 5, 10 and 11, as well as 28, all on 6 spins. Then we've got 3 and 1 on 5 spins, and our cold number is 25 on 3 spins. Quiet numbers, we've not seen 16 in 74 spins. That was a joint contender for hottest number earlier. 23, 76 spins, 34, 87 spins, 17, 144 spins, and Casablanca 22, 148 spins. Red and black, red did better than black, 51.8% to 44.5%, 3.6% to the big green 0. Odd and even, 51.2 for the even, 45.2 for the odd. High and low, 51.5 to the high, 44 point, is that an 8 or a 0? That's an 8, 44.8% to the low. First column was 28.5%, second column 30.9%, hottest column was the third column on 37%. 27.6 in the first dozen, 34.8 in the second dozen, 33.9 in the third dozen, 44% in the Voisin, 34 in the Thiers, 20 in the Orphelin. They were the results. I hope you've had fun, and I shall see you all very, very soon for some more spins. Thank you for watching, especially to you, Alan.